Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
We play to win. Let's go! Okay, ready? Check, check. 950, 950. Let's go, Cap. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, Bryant. And finding the tight end Hooper. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
First down, Falcons.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Just like that.
Off the play fake. Bryant. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Looking to throw. Bryant. And he fends him off. Flush to his right. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Now, 180. 180, we're good, we're good.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 33 and a 1st. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon. Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Bryant. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he is all the way up past the 25. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Carr to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
He's coming. Tighten up. Watch twist.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhymed with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Express. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Carr going to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Bryant. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Bryant. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they've ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
That's fielded in the end zone.
That's it, baby. We go work.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Mike 5-9. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Carr now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Cook. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Recon, 152 fighter. Kill. 25, check 25.
A 1st carry for Trenton Cannon, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hey, let's get that ball, Dean. Right Monday, down. Junker. Tight dog. Low. Kill.
Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, They give him full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bryant, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Operating from the gun, Bryant. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd and 9, Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Carr now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage? You're still nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The throw over the middle taken in. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Off the play fake. Bryant. It's complete to Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Bryant. Looking middle, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dayon Buchanan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, that's kind of...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Cook. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I got you. Watch the safety creep. Express. Over here. I need one over here. Check 15. Let me do it.
Now Carr. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check 99. Check 99. Raider 9. Check 45.
X3, 218, chopper.
It's out of time.
That's it. That's it.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Down.
45. Check
180. Scott, hey, we're good, we're good. You 180.
Check.
Hey, 734.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
Protein spill.
Mike, 45. Let's get the ball.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Check 3.
Express.
Check.
You're mine.
Check 55.
Go, go.
I got you, son.
That's it.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The man from nearby Richmond, Takk McKinley, in on the stop.
Second and 10 at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
93. 93.
Here's Carr. Will find his tight end. That's Waller. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And this is Cook with the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Raiders first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
694.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Hey, exit.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal.
Express. Okay, Raider 2.
Check 59.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down. Inside the 10-yard line.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Let's get it.
Down. 180. Hey, 734.
You go, night.
Express.
Check 50. Check 50. Hey, check Mike 40.
Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
29.
Kill.
Hey, Foxtrot.
59, Mike.
Express.
Check 59. Coming to you.
Express. That's it.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back to throw. Bryant, he goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Gets it off to Freeman. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Buchanan getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
SOS, SOS. Express. Move that down. Check, 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 check.
On second down now, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
He's checking Craig. Check 31. Check 31.
Heavy.
On third down, here's Cannon. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back to the air on second down. Bryant. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On 3rd and 2, Bryant. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Bryant. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
First down, Falcons.
Ready? Shoot, shoot, shoot.
On 1st and 10, Bryant. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Looking to throw. Bryant. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Bryant looking deep for Julio. And this is caught at the 20. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he will be brought brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on?
Well, I fall on wanting to...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons get a bit closer. The point after is good. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Raiders on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Bryant. Jones has it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And it's caught. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Operating from the gun, Bryant. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point safely through, and that will shave one more off this lead. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because They're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They'll run with Cannon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Throwing on first down. Bryant, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
He's not going to get me.
Throwing again. Bryant. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Back to throw. Bryant, he's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Raiders, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.